Can you hear me? Can you hear me? What's up, people? We are live. Robert's having some technical difficulties. We're waiting on Andre to join in, but we are live on Throw Bullies YouTube and also on the Giant XL American Bully Breed group. Let's see. Robert's having some technical difficulties right now, so give us a chance. Let's see here
Yo,
while everybody's joining in. Give us a chance to get this set up
Can you
and a
can you hear
couple of
me yet,
these
bro?
shared out. I hear you, but can you hear me? I hear you. So while Robert's going through that, we also waiting on Dre to jump in. But we got Robert McCormick and also Dre from BGK. And we are going to be discussing YouTube. So the first part of the series, as most of you know, was focused on taking pictures and video. Second part of the series was focused on Facebook. The third part of the series was focused on Instagram. And so today, when it comes to marketing, we're going to be discussing basically YouTube, what to do with it, how to grow it, etc. But right now, we are waiting on Robert and Dre to get in, and we will get started. One thing we definitely can speak on, I noticed some people had issues with their posts being posted in the group, Giant XL American Bully Breed group. Make sure that you guys are understanding the rules. There is nothing that can be said or sounds like you are selling dogs. So make sure, let's see, Robert's back. We add him to it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. So, all right. So Rob's good. We waiting on Dre from BGK to join in. But like I was saying, make sure you guys read the rules if you're having problems with your post getting posted in the Giant XL American Bully Breed group. If you no, I'm not gonna say that. I will say 6 to 7 times out of 10, we will let you know exactly why your post didn't make it. But there are times, depending on whether we're on our phone or computer, etc., that we may not. But always read the rules. If you know your post didn't get in there, 9 times out of 10, it is going to be due to the wording of the post. But Anthony Wald, thanks for joining in. Kay, what's up? Thanks for joining in. Who else we got in here? Derek, what's up, brother? Thanks for joining in. So today we're going to discuss, YouTube and how to go about making it grow. And like I said, we got Rob. Rob, go ahead, introduce yourself and let everybody know the deal.
What's going on? I'm Robert from KTK Bullies. um, definitely interested in doing this live, man. I'm waiting for Dre to get on. I mean, hopefully we don't got to get started without him. Dre is one of those YouTube guys, like Dre Marlin. That's something that they are really more focused into. That's something I mainly just do for client base and stuff like that. So man, until then, everybody, y'all just go ahead and share the live real quick. I think I need to, man, I left the other phone in the house. I need to grab the other phone so I can share the live too.
House of Pain, thanks for joining in, brother. But yeah, so like I said, today we're getting ready to get started. We're gonna be talking about YouTube, how to go about it, how to grow it. From what I understand, a lot of it, I don't know anything about none of this stuff, which is kind of cool for me to just sit back and listen to these brothers talk. But one of the things about YouTube, I know a lot of it comes down to the wording, things you use in your descriptions, stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Braxton, what's up, dude? Thanks for joining in. So we're going to go ahead and get going with that. What were you going to say?
I said, well, shit, since we getting started, for me, everybody knows when it comes down to, well, I don't know if everybody know, but right now, everything is getting more presence as far as video. Video is getting more presence over everything. You know,
Okay.
so even your lives, your uploaded videos, streamed videos, however you do it, videos are number one. Number two is the way you put that video out there. On YouTube, there's several different ways you can put the video out there. I mean, you can upload it regularly, you can schedule it, or you can stream it live. The best ways, in my opinion, is to schedule it or stream it live. You know, if you schedule it, it comes out as a premiere video, so all of your subscribers will get a notification. And the
Mm.
same thing with live. Live puts you to that spot that you want to be in if you're actually trying to rank that video. You feel me? So that's one thing.
So
So,
now, when you
so
say when you say scheduling it, you even just a regular video that you're posting, you can schedule that video to you can put it, drop it on YouTube, and then schedule it to post on YouTube. Okay,
yes,
Andre's in here. And Dre, what's up, brother?
What it do, bro?
man, Dre
Thanks
had
for
me over here.
joining in.
I was finna start sweating and shit, bro. I'm like, man.
Uh,
Oh,
He got the 50 Cent wife beater on. You know what I'm saying?
hey, man, it's hot today, bro.
Bruh, it's burning up today, dude. I was struggling trying not to turn the air on. And
Yeah.
bro,
then
Dre, if you don't mind me,
wifey came in and put
jumping
her foot down.
subjects, where the hell were you at when you just shot that video that just went up?
That was
I don't know
dope.
if it went.
Oh, we had drove out the way to take some pictures.
Where's out? Well, inbox me. I want to know where out the way is so I can jack your spot, bro.
That
That
was dope.
shit looks up,
That was
bro.
dope.
Appreciate
I could shoot some art gallery shit out there,
Hey,
bro.
pay for it, bro. I'll shoot it to you. Don't trip.
For
Got
sure. Yeah, that video was dope. You know what I mean? And it kind of remind me of the everything we've been talking about. Because it's, of course, being in the dogs, when I first saw it, I'm looking at the dog. But it's almost like the background, it catches your eye too. You know what I mean?
Well, see,
The
I guess
timing
I
you
guess
got
I'm a.
everything.
pictures is everything, man. Like a lot of people don't pay attention to the background, but the more if you have an aesthetic setting, like even like I learned from my guy Damien Sandoval, he shoots like professional videos for artists and shit like that. Like when I say artists, I'm talking about like Lil Baby. Who else? He done everybody. Well, I ain't gonna try to go down his resume, but the bottom line is, I learned like he picks out like we're gonna hit these 5 spots. And each one of them has a different feel to him, and he'll shoot from spot to spot to spot. Now he done upgraded and he's doing sets and whatnot. But now he just kind of taught me like that backdrop. Like now you just got to find the right subject to put in.
Well, I guess I'm just a true photographer then, bro, because all I seen was that background. I watched it 3 times and all I was looking at was the background. That was it. You feel me?
Yeah,
Then I'm like, all right, let me check out the dog.
Exactly. It's dope. But yeah, so Dre, today we're gonna talk about YouTube. We've done pictures, whether it's your cell phone, your camera, videos. Then we went to part 2, which was Facebook. Part 3 was Instagram. So today we're talking about YouTube. Just for people who are getting into it, like when I first started, I was just kind of talking my shit on Facebook. People were like, you need to start going live. You need to start going live. I'm not doing that. The next thing you know, I'm going live.
Man, that's all you do
What? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And so what's the value when you look at YouTube? What does the value of YouTube, and for both of you guys, what does the value of YouTube bring you that necessarily Facebook or Instagram may not bring you?
I think I'll let Robert go first, and then I'll say what I'm
Well, yeah, because my answer is gonna be simple. Everybody that's on YouTube is not on Facebook.
Okay.
So that's my answer.
I don't know how much I want to give away on YouTube. Right here, you got to do your research. Like if you research on what's what and why things work the way they do, like I like to manipulate things. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I love, as an entrepreneur, I try to figure out whatever I can manipulate in my favor, within reason, within logic, within legal boundaries. Right. The more you understand about something, the more you can manipulate it. That's why a lawyer can take the law and you were like, how'd that happen? But it's because he had an intricate knowledge of the law. Therefore, he's able to accomplish things that you. With YouTube, the first thing I did, well, let me go back. When I first started with YouTube, my relationship with YouTube goes back to when I first got Rock. I did it out of necessity. I didn't do it as a marketing tool. I wasn't thinking marketing wise. Later on, my mind caught on and started exploiting it. But initially, I was just like, they keep saying I'm lying about my dog. I don't give a fuck about these dudes at dog shows. I'm not what you call your breeders. I'm not friends with all the breeders. I don't give a fuck about most of them. My friends are outside the breeding realm. Most of my friends are rich and entrepreneurs. I just happen to be in the dog. So I don't really associate with a lot. I got some breeders that are friends, but I'm not out here trying to be best friends and skip up the street buck naked with somebody. That's not my personality. That's not who I am. My friends I know from close interaction, doing what we do to get bread together. That's most of my circle is we breadwinners. We all bounce off of each other to get a bag, right? So I started going to YouTube, like, I'm gonna just take this video of Rock and throw it up there so they can see video of Rock, and I ain't gotta post it in all these forums. They can go to the YouTube. First video, I was literally on the phone and I'm filming with my other phone. I'm talking, like, you can hear the talking in the video. Did 1 million views because people weren't fully like that. So then I started clicking onto it, like, okay, hold up, this is a marketing platform that I need to take advantage of. Now let's get forward a little bit. I started watching the growth of YouTube, and I started realizing that Google purchased YouTube. The second that Google purchased YouTube became super fucking important to me, because now I can get a video that hit #1, or it might not do the views you think it's going to do, but if you go search that term up, my video is going to pop. If you go search like best pit bull kennels right now, guarantee you, no matter where you at in the world, you're going to see my video about the top 10. Now, for somebody else to try to catch me and do that, fuck you. It's too late. I already done ran that path. I have to find something new. But
exactly.
I feel like he just took a shot at me.
Oh, man, you cool, right?
I'm just fucking with you, Jay.
I'm just throwing it out there. So it started getting to the point where I started realizing these YouTube videos are being indexed by Google. And if I post on Instagram, it's instant. It's there instantly. It's gone instantly. It's so far down your feed that unless somebody's scrolling your page, they ain't gonna see it. Same on Facebook. It's here for the day. I might repost it as a memory, but it's gone. YouTube, I get hit. It boosts in the algorithms to the point where, like, there's people that make a living off of YouTube. There's people that just go the YouTube route. You know, I'm still building my followers up there because I took a break and I'm back at it. But now I'm about, I don't know, I think like 56,000 in on as far as subscribers, as far as views.
Bro, the only reason I even use YouTube is because StreamYard allows you to go live from the different platforms at one time. Other than that, I wouldn't even be fucking around with YouTube. It's not that I don't think it's important, but I'm just really not your sit down content creator. You feel me? I mean, you know, I'm not that guy that's gonna sit down and edit these videos, put these clips together, take these ones out. You feel me? Yeah. See, I'm not your sit down creator. Now, doing lives and streaming them on YouTube, I can do this shit all day. You feel me? I mean, it's simple, and for the time that I have, it works.
Right.
But that's why I do YouTube. Like, I kind of felt like I got so focused on social media that I let YouTube slide for a little bit, then I double back. Like, even with my podcast, I will make sure I upload a YouTube video of it, even though I'm on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Talk, Google Talk, all that shit. I still make sure I double back and I throw a visual representation up just to keep it alive there on that platform. Like, that's the one thing about that platform is it's revisited. Your social media feed is today, right? If you post on Facebook or Instagram, it's good for the day. People gonna look at it today, probably forget it tomorrow unless it was super memorable. You know what I mean? Whereas at YouTube, people search for something, back up, they watch it. They don't know. You'll be watching YouTube videos from years ago, not even realizing, as you just get different suggestions. When you watch one video, this is a related video, boom, it's in your suggested videos.
Well, see, I guess what I would say, because this is a touchy subject when it comes to like Andre. You know, Andre is he YouTube like a motherfucker. He Instagram. So there's only so much we're willing to give away when it comes to this subject. But one thing I will give you guys to start with is search engine optimization. You guys need to focus on search engine optimization and keyword research.
Bro.
This is what you guys need to focus on.
Forget SEO. That shit is irrelevant.
But see, you gotta understand. So, but this is the thing, though, Dre. See, the reason I don't mind giving that away because it's literally taken me years to perfect search engine optimization the way that it should be. You feel me? Because when you learn about it, you're like, oh, keywords, cool. You feel me? But when you start to get into it deeper, you feel me? This isn't something you're just gonna learn your first few months go around and putting up videos. This isn't something you're gonna learn. Then they also have tools out there that helps you, that gives you a ranking factor based on your search engine optimization. You feel me? So there's a lot to really go into when you talk about YouTube. So giving the basics away, I don't mind doing that, because like I said, it's gonna
No, I
you
get you. And you're right. SEO is important. There's a million ways to do it, and it's about 3 right ways. And most of the people gonna do it fucked up anyway. So
yeah, because bro, I was doing it wrong for years, bro.
that's trial and failure until you figure it out. Like,
Yeah,
So,
and like
and I think what people have to understand is, one, this is something that you guys have learned how to do, studied how to do, are successful at doing. Andre is extremely successful doing. So there's things, as you guys hear them talking, that there's secrets that they don't want to give up, and that's understandable. But they are, telling you the basics, as far as going and dealing with YouTube. So basically, kind of like Rob said, you're dealing with people who aren't necessarily on Facebook or on Instagram when you use. So basically, and the way I'm thinking of that is, they may have an Instagram, they may have a Facebook, but they chose to use YouTube to search for whatever it is that they're searching
because
for.
you gotta look at it. Oh,
that platform. Like if you think about YouTube, you got a lot more content consumption, which is why you can monetize YouTube where you can't monetize Facebook, you can't monetize Instagram, because you're not gonna retain their interest long enough for you to throw a commercial in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? Whereas on YouTube, somebody said something. Yeah, I'm monetized. But on YouTube, you can be monetized, meaning throw ads up and you actually get paid for what you're doing, because people are willing to sit there longer. But that means you got serious into your content creation. You can't just give them a 2-3 minute or 54. I mean, TikToks is a minute. Instagrams are usually a minute, unless you do a IGTV. So or a lot.
And you got and IGTV, you got to upload from your computer to get 10 minutes. You can't even upload straight from your phone.
That part, you know what I mean? So that audience to me is more
Okay.
on with the audience, because you spend more time and energy, which gives out more of your personality and more aspects of who you are and what you represent there. In that way, like my YouTube following, I would say like I got some strong followers. Like they fuck with me the long way. And once you got that, you can do a lot with the platform. You can move a lot of different ways.
On top of just something to add to that. YouTube, nobody goes to Facebook to look for information. Nobody goes to Instagram to look for information. And it's really getting to a point where most people damn near don't even go to Google when they're looking for information. When you are looking for something to buy, a review, when you are looking to be educated on something, fix something, build something, anything, first thing people do these days is go to YouTube.
That's
true.
Smart. What he just true. And that's why we call
it
the University of YouTube. I done fix my water heater. You know what I mean? I done learn how to, when I was back in the growing
exactly
setups on just watching cannabis grows before I got with real people to show time. I already had my basic knowledge, my working understanding from there. One good thing about YouTube, if you can present knowledge and inject a little bit of marketing in it, but give them real factual knowledge to glean from. Something like, I'll tell you, here's an example, because I ain't gonna say nothing I do, but I'll give you something that Eddie from Man Made, he's real good at this, that he did a video parvo, how to fix parvo, how to cure parvo, if you encounter parvo. If you go to YouTube and put in parvo pit bulls right now, most likely you're gonna see Eddie's video as one of the top videos. Now, after you click that, you can be like, who made this, man? This is dope. Okay. And I like the dogs he showed in the video. Then further down that rabbit hole to find out about you and yours, because you're presenting information, some news that they can use. That's what we call it. Not just just views. Yeah. Give them some news that they can use. If you do that, you'll be surprised.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, hold on real quick. At the end of the day, I'm going to tell you guys this, because I got to make this clear to everybody. No matter what kind of tips, tricks, or hacks you use, content is king. Period. If your content fucking sucks, it doesn't matter if it's ranked #1.
And not just content is keep
Right, right. So
you don't want to just give them the same old shit. You want to keep going,
keeping it going.
Right.
And do it with your
Now
dogs. And do it
is
with or let
YouTube
me not say dogs, for people who are looking at this for other business purposes too. Anytime you're giving away information,
Yeah, they're
give
right.
it away with the things that you have for sale.
Instagram is monetized too. It is. They're absolutely right. I should have mentioned that. Facebook and they're right. Facebook and Instagram is monetized, but you really have to be at a certain level. You gotta be playing like one of the few people I know that's really eating off of that is Marlon, because of the kind of platform that he's already created. He can transform. He can jump from platform to platform and bring in the views and get money out.
Well, and Facebook, bro, is crazy to monetize on Facebook. Now they're giving you, so Facebook has several different ways you can monetize your platform. And I think one of the ways that they're giving away for anybody who has a fan page is you can sell um like content courses. You can sell events, have paid events. These are one of the things you get for free. But when you start talking about placing ads, you got to have like that 10,000 likes on your page or followers. Then you have to have like 60,000 minute hours watched. And so they give it to you as like step by step as you grow the things that you can do on Facebook. But on YouTube, you get your 1,000 subscribers and you're there.
Got you. So YouTube is easier to monetize.
Yeah,
once you get going.
I've been monetized for a long time. The limits are, but I know they're not ridiculous to get monetized. It's harder to get the people to stay there and watch, so you get money out of a video that's really doing numbers. You know what I mean? So, and that's another thing I about YouTube is try to use copyright-free music and copyright-free footage, meaning create as much as possible, because you ain't gonna make money using the popular song that's out right now, or using somebody else's, some footage from somebody else's channel, then it's gonna fuck you off. So you want to make sure you use as much original copyright-free content every time, because that way, once you do get monetized, you can go back and all your old videos can still get you money too, because they all are aligned the right way. You got you kept them more than 30 seconds in. You know what I mean? So that's important too.
Got you. So now, as far as growing, because with the other platforms we discussed, growing them and getting them bigger. With YouTube, are you using your Instagram and your Facebook to grow your YouTube, or what's the best way of you start your YouTube channel? What's the best way of getting it out there?
Well, matter of fact, I've been answering first all the time. Rob, you go ahead, bro.
I mean, I'm listening, but for me personally, I think anytime you drop content on a site that you are not dropping that content on, I think you should always share your shit. So your YouTube video should be shared everywhere. There should be something like, even if you're not really using Instagram, but you got an Instagram following, there's nothing wrong with putting together a little video saying, hey, just dropped a video based on this. The link is in the description. You feel me?
Got you.
So you should always be sharing your content regardless of where you drop it. And that's what some of the things we were talking about, some of the software. If you post it here, it'll automatically share to some of these places.
No, that's true.
Got you.
Do it every time I drop a video, especially, well, I won't say every time. Every time I drop a video that I think is worth it, because sometimes I just do content to put up new content. But when I'm doing something I really put energy into, I'm gonna put it on my Instagram story with the swipe up. I'm gonna put probably a trailer on my Instagram as a post. I'm gonna throw up something on Facebook to drive traffic. I'm gonna throw it in my group to drive traffic. I'm gonna drive traffic from every different aspect I can. And then I embed it in my website. So I'm driving traffic from my website there too. I got a YouTube page dedicated. So I always got an influx of, and the thing you want to do is called backlinking. You want to put your Instagram and Facebook links in your video description of your YouTube. You want to put your YouTube, and I also, when I'm on Instagram, I change my link under my profile in my description for that day or whatever time period I'm promoting that video. I'm gonna change it to the link of that video. So if they didn't swipe up, hey, click the link in my bio, watch the new video. So we call it link profiling. So basically, what link profiling is
Is basically what he said, but you're building links to other websites, other blogger sites, Web 2.0, social media sites, anything that has domain authority, at least over 40 or 50. Now that's a whole conversation on its own, but that's what link profiling is. And this also gives some authority to your channel or your video to help it rank higher up in searches.
So now, okay, so when you're talking about this, you're talking about the actual wording in it.
No, we're talking about the links. So you see how, remember I told you with your YouTube videos, anytime you do a live, take your YouTube video link and post it in the description of the live. So when people share it, what it looks like to the algorithm is your YouTube video is being shared that many times. So this is helping you get some authority on that video to rank higher for whatever keywords you chose.
And it also helps because it's backlinks, and it also helps because people don't want to go through a lot of searching. They want to be able to click and watch it from wherever they at. If it's on Instagram, it's one click away or swipe up away. If it's on Facebook, just click on the picture right there. It's going to take you right to the YouTube video. The less clicks they got to take to get to your content, the more likely they are to click your content and watch it. It's called the CTR, the click-through ratio, right? And your click-through ratio means, like, if you got to take more steps to get to that spot, it's going to be less likely that they're going to do it. So for me, my website shows my video, my Instagram shows the video, my Facebook shows the video, and now I'm gonna throw it up on TikTok too and let them know. Like,
hey Dre, they just did some crazy shit. They just dropped the software the other day where you can play the videos directly from email, because you know how you would have to embed your videos in your email and send them out and shit like that. You don't even have to do that now. You could just upload them straight into the email and you can get your views straight from there, and that works really good, especially if you have an email.
Yeah, Gmail populates it. If you put the link in the body of the email, it automatically puts the thumbnail at the bottom of the email, which means anybody that got that email just gotta click it to watch it. Same thing. You get your. And if you monetize, you get your due. So.
Well, see, it's an autoplay. They don't even have to click the link as soon as they open the email. Yeah, as soon as they open the email. So it's an autoplay. So I think that's really gonna do wonders for people who are into video. You feel me?
Oh, you got to send me that. And another way you could do it too, speaking of autoplay, and this is the last game I'm really gonna give up on YouTube, bro. I'm keeping it 1,000. Is you can put your video and then put that video on autoplay, which means anybody that visits your website just gave you a view. So as much traffic you get, ups your views on your videos. And I ain't been doing that recently, which I really should, because I get a lot of traffic to my website. But I used to do that all the time. The only thing it's going to do is slow your loading speed a little bit on that page, which might lower you a little bit if you worry about Google's algorithm.
Well,
it's working.
Yeah, never mind. Go ahead.
No. That's it. I'm out.
Is it important to place?
So like Lou Bless said, is it important to place ads?
No. He said, He said, is it important to place a lot of ads? And no, because don't get me wrong. Yes, you can generate more money.
But what does he even mean by that? On YouTube,
like when your channel is monetized. When your channel is monetized, you can place ads, and that's how you get paid from YouTube when it's monetized. Now, the thing with that is you can make a lot of money by putting hella ads in your videos. The thing with that is people like me who are looking for information. I'm not going to sit through hella ads trying to learn something. I'll just go to somebody else's video who has maybe one ad or two.
And it's also ads. Like once you monetize, there's different types of ads. If you ever notice when you go, there's ads that allow you to skip it. There's ads where they're going to say, after this ad, you get to watch the video. Like, fuck you watching this. You feel me? So you got to decide, like, is your content strong enough and is your channel strong enough to do ads that aren't able to be skipped? 1 ad, 2 ads, 3 ads, or are people going to leave? And what you want to watch is called your retention rate, right? Meaning people click off about 1 minute. First ad happened to pop up. That'll let you know something. And you might want to hold back because you don't have enough content or subscribers to sustain that, because you can start driving people away if you just got similar content.
So it's a balance to it.
Hold on, wait. Let me interrupt you guys. For people that's watching this from a group, because I see somebody say, "Send me that." And somebody said, "What's up to me?" I can't see you guys' names. So if you guys are watching this from a group or somewhere, go to that group, and there should be a link at the top of in the description of the video that tells you what to do so your name can be
There's
shown, because I don't know who that is.
Yeah, it's StreamYard.com/Facebook, but it should be a link on there that you can click. And then once you click on it, it's going to take you somewhere. You click on this one big, huge button. And once you hit that button, then we can see who's saying what. I'm trying to keep up with it because we're not in too many different places. So
And
I'm trying to keep up with
that's
the
on my
comments.
email list, and the people that's also on my email list, bro. I've been trying to find other platforms to push private content out to you guys, bro. I got a lot of content done, but I've just been trying to find a private some type of private platform that's not on social media that I can push this content out to you guys. So for me, if you want the names and stuff and shit like that, you have to be on my email list, period.
Right. So another one, Lou Blood says, so for a freshly monetized account, I should place minimum ads at the end.
I mean, Lou Blood, I think you should be more concerned about the content that you push out. You know, you have a lot
But
of
once
people
he's
who
got the content, once he's got his whatever he dictates
But
is
see,
the
I can't
content.
tell him how many. I can't tell him how many ads to put in his content, because his content could be strong enough, like Dre said, to be able to hold certain type of ads and have more, and people still stick around. But if his content, so this is based on. Are you saying something, Dre?
I can't share it. I was about to share it to the Hulk group, and I was about to share it to mine, but I can't. It ain't shareable.
You know what? If you go to my page, Dre, my personal page, and it will let you share it from there.
Yeah, remind me next time to automatically share it there, because that's a lot of people. That's 100,000 something people right there.
Yeah.
So I can't. So it's really based on.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna share it to Hulk right now.
Yeah, it's really based on your content, bro. Like, you can try it. Shit, put 10 ads in one of your videos and see what happens. If you start to lose subscribers, or like you said, your retention level is low and your watch time is low, then and you see when they're dropping off, then that would give you a better view, because this is something that me personally, I feel no one can speak on except the actual content creator.
Right. So, okay, so you're saying that, so to basically, as far as his question goes, you're saying you have to watch how the public is reacting to
Can't hear y'all
what
right
you're
now. Can y'all
doing
hear me?
based off of how you want your ad set up.
All right.
We can hear you.
Lou Blood, well, apparently I don't know shit. So Dre, Lou Blood said he's not asking me, he's asking you. So, when Dre comes back, Lou Blood, we could double back to that question. But I mean, believe it or not, man, when it comes to the marketing shit, I mean, I don't think me and Dre really have disagreed truly on any aspect of the way that we do things. And we're talking technical.
You guys have been on the same page.
Yeah, we're not talking about this is my opinion. We're talking the way to do this. Some of these things are just facts. This is how you're supposed to do it. Some people know that, some people don't. Me and Dre happen to be on the same page when it comes to some of those things. But when he comes back on, generally we both give our opinion, on any questions. But Dre, I guess the ads question was meant directly for you, as far as should he put lots on a freshly monetized account, should he put lots of ads in his videos?
I wouldn't say lots. You want to be strategic. Even like the big channels, like the huge channels, don't put a lot. They'll put strategic ads, and it depends on the length of your YouTube video. Like, if you got a 5-minute YouTube video, you don't want to put 15, 13 ads. You can, but I mean, every few seconds it's gonna pop up. You know what I mean? And I'll probably put like 2. And if you got real strong content, I'll make one of them where they can't click around it. One of them where they can't skip it, and then one of them I'll make skippable. You know what I'm saying? So
so you can control all that.
Yeah.
So when I'm cussing because they won't let me skip the ad, that's because whatever I'm watching has said it that way.
Because
you can go change that after. Like, you can watch the performance of a video and then say, hey, that's too many ads, and take a couple off, or add a couple in if your content is like gonna want to sit through this and watch it, then okay, I'm gonna get more money off of this particular video because it's doing numbers. It's going up.
And let me make this clear for everybody. When I said that
So then you're
I
adding more
don't
to it. I
focus,
got you.
when I say that I don't focus on YouTube, that means for me personally. See, that doesn't mean I don't do this for clients. What people have to understand is we all have our things that we do. Dre, I'm Facebook for sure, 100%. Dre is Instagram. You feel me? But that does not mean we don't realize that these other platforms are important, and it doesn't mean that we don't know how to work them. It's just this isn't predominantly our thing. You feel me? Like he said, man, I had to double back. Like I double back to Instagram, I'll double back to YouTube, but mainly it's Facebook. When I think of content to create, I'm thinking Facebook content. I'm sure when you think of content to create, you're thinking Instagram content, you know, and then this content is just spread out amongst these other sites if we just decide to remember to do it.
Right. Right. I will say right now, I kind of refocus on YouTube.
Got you.
I haven't, because Instagram, I got a lot of my energy, and I started realizing that feed, like, I can create about 30 like Instagram videos off of YouTube. I chop it up. I'll take this portion, that portion, this portion, and I can do like both simultaneously by creating YouTube content, and then taking the most popping segments of my YouTube content and throwing it up on Instagram. If they get interested, then I double back. Hey, if you like this, you should take a full video type.
And see, and look, and it's not, and it wasn't a completely different answer. What Dre basically said is, it depends on the length of your video. Now, what I'm saying is, it depends on the content creator and how strong your fan base is when it comes to the content that you're creating, how many ads you can use. Because like I might turn around and my content may not be that good. So if they run into 2 ads, they're like, I'm not learning what I wanted to learn. I'm not hearing what I wanted to hear. So I'm leaving. But if you are the person who is pushing out that content, like no holds bar, skip straight through it, this is what you do, this is how you do it, you may be able to retain a fan base that's going to watch through these ads if they're getting exactly what they want to hear and is good enough for them right away.
And know what you need to monetize. You don't need to monetize every video. Give them something. Give them some freebies, you know what I mean? And then monetize that people put a lot more energy into, and your people going to appreciate that. Like, okay, he threw us that one. Fuck it. I don't have people in the comments like, you know what? I watched that ad for you. Fuck the ad. Like, they didn't care about the ad. They did it because they like the content creator. So you can leverage that in certain ways. But yeah, you're right. He's right. Like, if you freshly monetize, keep it to a minimum so you can keep growing your channel. And then you can, the more you're demanding, your channel grows, you get more subscribers, you got more views, then you can get better ads anyway, because they also better ads based on the amount of views. Like, you can get the bullshit ads.
Here,
when you first give you the top shelf ads, like the new movies and the top shit almost like watch. So the higher you go up in the algorithm, the stronger the ads they actually give you access to also.
Got you. So okay, so like for instance, most of us who are just getting started with the YouTube, so you need 1,000 people, and then all of a sudden you can start monetizing it. You need to be strategic with your how you go about that, and like you kind of just said, you don't want to do it with everything. But is it something where once you see it growing, then you want to go back and start adding the ads to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what your videos should do, like when you upload, you know what numbers you're looking for. So if your numbers start going up, you know this video is going to be one of those. Then you want to go ahead and monetize that one. You know what I'm saying? And also, they have an algorithm on when you post. Just like that's one thing we haven't talked about on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. But when you post, meaning the time and the day of the week that you post is everything. Most YouTubers, you have to look that up. But most YouTubers post at a certain time for a reason, because it gets indexed at a certain place, and then it's going to be made available to when they have the most viewers online. And you got to know
and then you can force Google to index your shit too. There's ways to, like Dre said earlier, when you learn how to do something, you learn how to work your way around certain things too. And that's one of those things where you can force these sites to index your work right away.
What he said.
Got you. But now, when you say force, what does that mean?
That just means you don't have to wait until Google picks your stuff up. But then, yeah, but then, like I said, bro, back to search engine optimization. That's something people should focus on. And thumbnails, bro. Thumbnails are really important. Thumbnails are really important too, bro. Your thumbnails will get you views. Like I said, the professionalism behind what you're posting and what you're doing is really, really important. It's
Thumbnails
really important.
are important. Outside of this, that's something else we didn't talk about when it comes to like Instagram and shit like that. Like Instagram only allows you to pick, like YouTube, once you get to a certain point, which I don't know where that point is because I ain't trying to sound cocky, but I've been doing it so long that I've been past that point for a long time. But YouTube allows you to upload a custom thumbnail to represent your video. So that makes it a lot easier to make clickbait videos. Clickbait meaning that picture make them want to, it lures them in. However, on Instagram, no matter what level you at, it has to be in the video. So what I learned to do is when I'm editing an Instagram video, what I'll do is add in the picture that's going to be my thumbnail at the end, right? So at the very end of the video is going to be the picture I want. And then that's my clickbait cover for my Instagram instantly, every time. So now I can control what I use as my clickbait thumbnail on Instagram the same way I do on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? Because on YouTube, you can just create it, upload it. If you're not doing Photoshop, somebody create it, upload it. But on Instagram, it's just, if it ain't in the video, it ain't there. Fuck it. Same on TikTok. If it ain't in the video, it ain't there. You can't upload. You know what I mean? But if you create it and then you add that at the end of the video, your custom thumbnail, slide it over. That's your cover. You just covered your bases right there.
So now this is also, this is not like a separate program. This is all within Instagram and within YouTube.
Well, no, your thumbnail. There's programs out there that you can use for thumbnail creators. I mean, Photoshop being one of them, but there's also other software that's strictly made for YouTube thumbnails. That removes the background. Gives you other things to put into your videos too. You feel me? So I mean, into your thumbnails. So there's software out there that you can look into. That and generally, what the maximum I've seen that maybe I think maximum is like $77. But like I said, if you're a real YouTube creator, to get a software like that for $77 or a cracked version of Photoshop, man, it's something that as a creator you should need. You should want to get it. You need it.
You gotta have it.
Right,
line.
right.
And when you're making the thumbnail, make sure you go for shock value. Like that, it doesn't need to be a real picture. It doesn't need to be something from the video. It could be something related that look crazy as hell. So somebody gonna be like, "What the hell?" Boom, that's a view. You know what I mean? Then
color wise too. Green, yellow. You feel me? Shit like this. Shit that just
green. Them colors are everything. They outline the images. If you start looking around at popular YouTube channels, just look at, you're gonna see something common when you look at their page. Like go to their video page, you're gonna start seeing a theme on all their thumbnails. All of them will have a certain vibe to them. And when you start looking at most
smart.
That's an insult, Lou.
What Lou say?
Lou said he got $75 for you for a one-on-one about YouTube.
Yeah, Lou and Rob have always had a little back and forth.
Oh no! But I'm really answering this. I'm really answering this question honestly. This ain't a lie for that. If you notice, bro, I'm not getting into it with nobody. I'm not gonna go back and forth with anybody. I'm gonna give them the answers that they need. You feel me? And me and Dre, like I said, we both generally give our opinion on what we feel. But one thing that I have noticed is when it comes to the technical part of everything we've talked about, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, me and Dre has almost been in agreement about 100%.
Yeah, you guys have been on the same page. You guys have been
when it comes to the technical part.
But now
you guys have been on the same page. And
besides, he gives out more information. But I'll tell you like this though. Everything I said and everything Robin said is accurate and valid, and you could go validate that through a million different ways. You're gonna see that. However, that's like we on the surface still. To be real with you, I mean, I ain't gonna say there's a lot more.
Because it's a whole lot more. Number one and number two, some of this shit you can't teach. You feel me? Some of this is just because you've done it or you've seen other people do it.
You have to start doing it. So because to me it sounds like you really need to, and I think that's what's difficult with the whole social media thing with me is Facebook is just so simple, so easy. You know what I mean? Instagram takes a lot more work. YouTube seems like it takes even more work. I see the benefit in them. I think everybody sees the benefit in them, but you do need to kind of take that time out the day to say, okay, I'm focusing on Instagram today, or I'm focusing on YouTube today. Otherwise, you never really, and that's what I'm kind of learning.
It might be this week or the next few days if you're really trying to create quality content, man. Like, one thing you got to think about it, and this more applies to YouTube than anywhere else. Like, I won't take as much time for Facebook or Instagram. Instagram kind of, Facebook not as much, because it's gonna get a lot of the feed that I'm creating content all the time, so it's not hard to just put some over here. But with YouTube, I think of it this, like, once I'm done with this, it's up there forever. It's not gonna slide down the feed and go away. It's up there forever, permanently. Like, Instagram is Instagram. Like, right now I see it.
I get what you're saying.
Else on the gram. Facebook, tomorrow the feed is gonna be different. Somebody gonna be arguing, we're gonna see that, and that's gonna disappear. And somebody gonna have a dope ass picture, then that's gonna disappear. But YouTube is recurring. Like,
yeah, and not only that, but you're
growing like thousands, and I'm like, how? Then I started realizing this, all the content I already got that's there. They still looking at that, so now I need to jump back in and give them more shit. So it's easy to double back. Whereas Instagram, if I leave it dead, they algorithms is funny. If you ain't posting regularly, you come back, you ain't gonna get that many likes in the beginning. You got to build back up to where you left off at. You know what I'm saying? So,
and YouTube, and not just that, but YouTube, your content also goes to Google and stays there too. So you're talking about your content is on the two biggest platforms in the world.
You got you right now, and a lot of people didn't realize what I was doing. They got mad as fuck when I made that top 10 kennels videos. Like, look, I like the kennels in the videos. I like the people I represented it, but I didn't.
I just watched that.
They thought they did not understand what I was doing. I was on a whole different mission. I was over here. They was looking over there. Right now, I accomplished what I want to do. If you go to Google right now, if y'all don't believe me, go to Google, type in best pitbull kennels. What video do you see? Now go to YouTube, type in best pitbull kennels. I'm number one there. Not 3, not 4, not on the first page. I'm number 1. It wasn't an accident. I planned this shit out, and people don't think ahead. Like, they get so frustrated watching with, oh, his dog this, his dog that. If you're not focusing on your own shit, by the time you find out what somebody else is doing, it's going to be me telling you what I just told you right now. I'm already number 1 on it. You can't catch me. Go for it. I love to see you do it, because certain things I did to make sure I ranked number 1. It's not an accident. You think I got to the first, like, literally, I don't know if you can do it right now. If anybody on here that's listening right now can do it, but go to YouTube and put in best pitbull kennels and see if I'm number 2 or number 3. It's number 1. That is not an accident. I'm not saying that as a bragging thing. I'm saying that as you think that way when you're putting out your content.
It's strategic.
Next man does, lost. So I'm not going to take that. I'm number 1. I'm not saying I'm number 1. I'm saying I know how to get videos ranked.
Yeah, I think Daryl finally hit XL Bully Marketing number 1. You feel me? Like I said, using some of these techniques, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Sure.
And listen, this is no insult at Daryl, but
my guy, I'm not trying to be rude. I just want to be clear, because I know how people take it, because they think I'm cocky. I'm gonna tell you this: if y'all could take what I'm saying, I am not saying I'm the number 1 breeder. I'm not saying I'm the best XL breeder ever. I might feel that way, but you should feel that way too about yourself. You feel me? If you don't, you should quit. But now, at the end of the day, what I'm saying is there is a strategy to getting videos to be ranked at number 1 for a term that you predesignate. That's what I'm trying to say. And the term that I predesignated that I want to rank number 1 for was best pitbull kennels, because it was heavily searched. So I want somebody going through there to find my shit.
Yeah, see, and with Daryl, I just wanted to go something that was moderate to below average, just because, like I said, Daryl, and like I said, once again, this is no shot at Daryl, but Daryl is not going to put in the work that it takes for YouTube. You feel me? So I'm like, let me just show him you can go with something moderate, something simple, set it up this way, and you can rank number 1. And if you guys look, it's ranked number 1. You know?
Got you. Right.
Once you rank number 1, it crosses over to Google. So now when you go look up best pitbull kennels on Google, because Google owns YouTube, they give the links from YouTube preference. Now Google can't go say that, right? They're not going to be like, yo, if you put up a YouTube video and they do numbers, we got you. We're going to put you on the front page of Google. But you got to just be smart enough to know that if they bought this company, they're going to give preference to that company. But they can't say that, because that's called a monopoly, right? You put a monopoly on the market.
Got you. Exactly.
sliding down YouTube. But if you're smart enough to know that and utilize that, then that's why when you go to Google and you put in best pitbull kennels, that video shows up. That's not an accident. That's Google giving YouTube like, I own you, so
preference.
And then you guys also got to understand too, with YouTube and Google, they highly favor do follow links. Now it's something you guys need to look up on your own, you know, but they favor that type of shit. So you guys can look that up and figure out where to get them. But you can't get too many too fast. You feel me? Or your shit will get deranked. You feel me? So like I said,
that's the other thing with SEO. If you do SEO wrong and you go buy a bunch of links, you can get shadow banned. And what happens is you don't even show up for that term at all. Not on page 36, not on page 5, not on page 1. None. So
now that's where the
don't just go trust somebody to say, hey, buy this from me. I'm telling you, they're gonna put a bunch of links that aren't relevant to the subject. Google gonna crawl it, and they're gonna see that it's some bullshit, and you're gonna get shadow banned, and your shit won't pop at all.
And then what you're gonna have to do is go back and disavow all of those bad links and wait till they get rid of them, and then start all over again to do the same.
Damn.
Yes, you might as well trash. You might as well trash it. Yeah, so that's why I said there's a lot of, but see, with the experience at least that I have and that I know Dre has, like it comes with time of doing it and intelligence. So there is a way you can go to some of these people and buy all of these links. You just have to know how to do it. That's it.
Everybody, this is the other thing they don't get. Like, because I got my own set of haters and I got people that love me. Much shout outs to the people that love me and the people that hate me. Fuck you too. You feel me? But now, at the end of the day, I look at it like this. Long as you look at my shit, even if you look at my shit to say, fuck Dre, man, he should have never made that list. You just helped me. You just helped me. So if I
see, and that's what's quick, because when you made the list, when you made the list, it was, I mean, automatically Dre's making a list of top 10 kennels. This is his opinion. And then all of a sudden you come out with it, and I didn't get a chance to watch it at first. I just watched it a couple of days ago. But I made sure that I was going to watch it because everybody complaining about your opinion of the top 10. And it's like,
that's part of the reason this
was exactly.
Now it's too late.
Hey, that's crazy. Hey, Dre, somebody in the comments said they just checked and you had 2 advertisements on your video, and one of them was for your kennel. You feel me? So, I mean, that's dope.
There it goes.
Yep,
there it goes. Okay, yep. So I get you. I get you. So let me ask you this: somebody's listening to this video. They decide, okay, I'm gonna try. Most of us got Facebook and Instagram. They decide they're gonna go after YouTube. And when you first get on there, you first put your video, it gives you a title, which of course is just a short, and then it gives you a description. How should a person go about that title and that description to help get their stuff out there?
This is general answer, bro. Keyword research, bro. Next topic.
Okay. See. Soon as I saw Dre look away, I was like, okay, this question. But yeah, you know what I mean? I get why you guys have your secrets. I get it because you learned it and it's what's sustaining you. So I get that. Let me ask it this way. Are there things that people should think about when they're making their title? That's probably the same question, but are there things that they should think about when they're making
keyword research?
Period. That's the only answer for that. It sounds funny, but it's a great answer. It's the truth.
Because see, what people got to understand, and for me, we're talking about for me to sit down with somebody one-on-one. In my head, immediately, I'm thinking $1,000. And Dre head, he might not even fucking do it no matter how much you paid him. Like I've hit Marlon up and offered Marlon $10K to have a one-on-one with him. And no, it's not happening.
Man, is speaking of Marlon.
Right. Got you.
You feel me?
When I actually have, I lit out one podcast with Marlon, but what a lot of people don't know, we talk with each other more than people know. Like a lot of people kind of assume that we're just going to be at each other's throats, but I actually respect what Marlon has built and I respect the way he pushed it together. I don't give a fuck who don't like him or who likes him. He ain't never done me dirty. He ain't never did to me. He's done a lot for the breed that nobody wants to acknowledge because he put a spotlight on it. And if you getting money and somebody puts a spotlight on it, it's going to create a demand that he can't fulfill by himself. They might want something from over here. They might want something over there. They might hit him up and he ain't answer. So he created a bigger marketplace for people. And with that being said, I have, man, like about probably 4 podcasts with Marlon that I just only lit out one. I ain't lit out the other 3.
Right.
And a lot of them up a lot of game that I didn't even want out. I was like, I don't even want to put this shit out for real. Like, because he was breaking down. Because Marlon is super smart. Like, a lot of people don't realize that Marlon is not a fucking dummy.
He's very smart. He's very smart.
Dumb, bro. He is not a dumb dude. I've talked to him too many times about.
Bro, I've never spoke to Marlon outside of lives, but I've seen his work. I've seen the things that he's done. You feel me? And how he's done them, from the marketing standpoint to the videos to the photography. And in my head, I'm like, bro, that dude's a fucking genius. No, you feel me?
To say otherwise is stupid. But now me and him were talking, and he was breaking down certain things on YouTube that, like, he has just as much experience at that point as anybody else I know that's successful on YouTube. You know, anybody else that I've seen that's took it to the next level and really leveled up, partnered with a major corporation, put out an actual series, a brand. Like, a lot of people haven't done that. I haven't done that. I'm not gonna act like I have. What I did outside of a brand on my own. I built my shit in a different way. But I watched what he did, and I seen how it was. Honestly, since he left the channel, I think the channel is not what it was. Like, me and Marlon would talk, and I'm talking about Beastly to be specific, and Marlon would talk about how he wasn't happy with the situation with Beastly, and he, you know, early on, they kind of needed him, and then later on, they felt it was vice versa, but it really wasn't. Like, Marlon was the franchise player on that, and when they started reaching out to other kennels, he kind of felt some type of way and pulled back a little bit. But now I can tell you this, like, Marlon understands content creation, content marketing, branding. A lot of people are just thinking about breeding, but when you're talking about a business, like, that is an important aspect of what we do. We are breeders. But when it comes to marketing, that is a whole nother animal, and I haven't seen anybody grasp it and run with it and create a name that goes way outside of these boards. Like, people think, like, if they down him on the boards, they did something. They didn't. They didn't. Like, I monitor, like, we live in the Hawk Nation right now because I'm a mod in the Hawk Nation. That's 130,000. Marlon ain't even trying to promote that, and I can tell you on a regular day, I would see 500, 600 requests daily, every fucking day, to the point where I didn't even want to moderate no more. I'm like, man, this is too fucking much. I got my own shit to do. You know what I mean? Like, this shit crazy right now.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, people don't understand. Like, this pulls away anytime you're jumping into the marketing aspect of things, and then you're starting to moderate groups and admin groups and other pages and stuff like that. This really pulls away from your time for your own content. Because I'm telling you, content creation, it's a beast, bro. It is a beast. This is something, before you even create the content, this is something you have to see from beginning to end and the outcome. This is something you have to see.
I do.
No, that's true. Very true.
Something, and I'll be like, oh, that'd be a good idea. I'll make a note, hash it out. That's that. So I got my, like, just notes on what kind of content I want to create next. What can I do next? What can I do next? Because I already know somebody's gonna try to do what I already did. But if I'm leading the way, like, if you playing catch up, it's gonna be hard when somebody keeps doing new shit. So by the time you hit that, they're already on to this, and you evolving.
That's why I said, like, Daryl already knows, and like Andre from TTB, like, these people I talk to about some of the things that I plan on doing, especially when I create the stud that I'm looking for. And these guys will tell you the majority of the ways that I'm going about promoting my stud is ways that you've never seen done before. Never seen it by anybody.
So you got to be creative. You got to be creative.
You have to be. You have to be.
And there's not going to be, I can't do what Marlon did with the Hawk. Somebody can't do what I did with Rock. Like, it's not going to be able to be done. You're going to have to find your own, like, there's similar elements, which I kind of trip on, but there's still, like, Marlon wasn't trying to do what I was doing. He was trying to do what he was doing.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to do what nobody else was doing, because that's when I started. I was just trying to create a different path. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you do has got to be true to who you are. Like, trying to follow what the next person is doing, you need to take something from me, take something from Marlon, take something from Rob, and something from Daryl, and go ahead and put it out in your own way and create your own lane. Because trying to do what the next person did, I'm not going to try to do what Marlon did. It's not going to work for me. That's not who I am. It's not going to be true to me. And therefore, my core.
I got you.
are not going to follow me down that path. And I'm like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, because look, anytime you create content, your content is going to literally be created around your character. And like I said, there's a lot of things, like I'll say this now. Daryl knows what I'm talking about, but there's some things that Marlon do that I think works good as fuck. I just can't do it. You feel me?
Right.
I can't find it in me to do it, but
I feel
Marlon
you.
does that shit really well. You feel me?
Yeah.
And every time he does it,
I say
2,000 people watching, 2,500 people watching.
he does everything. He don't care. He'll cry. He'll do everything.
That's it. Right.
Yeah,
I told Marlon, man. You feel me? But you know what, though? That's what counts. Like, because I used to think he was crazy for doing that. Then we would chop it up. Like, after something major happened, we'd chop it up. And then I understand, like, he's being authentic. Like, it's not just marketing for him. He just put his out there. Like,
and if you look at his platform, he lets you in his life.
He
100%.
has, exactly. He has true fans that want to know what he's going through. And so when I'm looking at it, I'm looking exactly. They care. And so, and I look at it like, I'm sitting here at the bottom. You know what I mean? Cleaning up dog shit. You know what I mean? So
we all do that.
We all do it, but that's all I do. You know what I'm saying? So
that's not true. That's not true, Daryl. Because see, but honestly, bro, to me, you give more time to this community than you do your own program, bro. You live damn near every day of the week.
And that's the only reason I'm on this platform right now, is because I see that you're committed to trying to put some knowledge out to people, and I am too. Like, a lot of people say, trade is there to get money. Let me give y'all a secret, man. I have money coming into this shit. If I didn't breed another dog tomorrow, when I get off of here, I don't even want to sit, bruh. I get money. When I say money, I'm talking about a little bit of money. I get bread. I do this for the love of it at this point. Do I make money from it? Yeah, I do make money.
There you go.
I'm on this platform right now to make money. Am I advertising my site or not? Because I'll be saying my site to continue and try to convince people. I'm not doing none of that. I'm here to just try to support my brother in this platform and put out some valuable information that can help people.
Yeah, me too. Hey, me too. And that's why I don't sit on here and be like, hey, bro, y'all go follow me on the Robert McCormick page, bro. I don't do that because you feel me? Because I'm over here supporting.
And make sure you tap into my Facebook and my channel. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I'm just saying, like, for real though, all jokes aside, I'm here to try to help give knowledge out there, because there is enough for everybody, man. Like, as people, like, what tripped me out, like, today, I got this dude, I don't know why he's so focused on me, but he want to comment on my pictures. It's like an obsession, bro. Like, it's weird to me when you become so obsessed with somebody else. One thing you got to remember, there's 24 hours a day. We all got the same 24 hours in that day. How you utilize that 24 hours is going to determine whether you're successful or not. If you focused on, fuck that dude, and why did he do this, and his dog that, and I don't think the dog is this weight, and all that.
You don't waste the time
towards your own shit and marketing your own shit and putting your own shit on frontline. You're going to use that energy somewhere. You're going to use it on me. That's
exactly.
I'm going to back that and turn you into a view, and turn you into another like, and turn you into another comment, which boosts me in the algorithm. But I'm not going to focus on you. I ain't going to even think about you till you pop up. I'm going to utilize you and push you back out into the dirt, and then you can come back and do it for me again. I mean, that's just my mind state.
Yeah. Well, hey, fellas, we've been on here for 1 hour and 3 minutes. I mean.
Yeah. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and wrap it up. So let's do this. Overall, what I'm kind of gathering from this is, one, people need to not just be creative with their content, but they need to be creative with how they go about really, because I think sometimes people hit a roadblock when it comes to manipulating things. You know what I mean? It's like, if it's not naturally in you to do it, then it doesn't happen. But what you guys are saying is, you need to be creative with your content. You need to study what other people are doing on YouTube. Be creative with your content, but at the same time, be creative with how you're putting it out. Not just be creative, but manipulate how you're putting it out there to work for you and your platform the best. And that's kind of what I'm gathering from it. You know, of course, the looking into keywords, like you guys said, people need to research that, because these brothers ain't willing to tell all their secrets. So research, the keywords, figure out how that works, and make sure and that's another thing, is implementing what you learn. That is what I think is one of the biggest things that I've been learning from the two of you, is in doing the series, is that you can't just take the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like, you actually have to implement it. And whatever it is you're intimidated by, once you implement it, that intimidation goes away and you move on to the next thing. But overall, go ahead.
I'm gonna tell y'all one of the best pieces of advice that's led me to the position I'm in. When I say the position I'm in, I mean, I don't even know what I want to say on here. But I'll tell you this. Before the first quarter, I hit 6 figures every fucking year. But I use this same thing to do it. This one mind state applies across every business I get into. And that's this. The smartest person hires somebody smarter than them. That's the main way to get ahead. You don't understand algorithms? Hire an SEO expert. You don't understand the law? Hire a lawyer. You don't understand websites? Hire a website developer. You don't understand social media? Hire a social media manager. You can always get somebody to do it if you got a bag and you know how to spend it wisely. If you or that you get somebody that's doing it for you, that's willing to teach. Because like when I get a website built, like right now, I spent a big bag to get my website overhauled. It's been a long time. Fuck it. I want my shit to be #1 and I want it to look a certain way. I dropped the bag. But now at the same time, whoever I drop the bag, tell them this, look, I want you to teach me how to make sure I can maintain this without you. That's key for me. I won't spend my money with you if you're not going to teach me.
Got right.
Because that means I'm going to have to have a reoccurring fee and need you every time I want to do anything. And if that's the case, then I'm going to hire somebody else. Somebody going to want my money. Somebody
yeah.
That's right.
Well, see, Dre, I am 100% like that. And it'll be, and this is crazy though. This is what I found myself running into a lot. Some people don't want to learn because they don't have the time, and their sites are making them a big enough bag to say, you know, because first of all, most people who make money is doing more than one thing. You feel me? We're doing more than one thing, but it's like we know we need these things, so we decide to hire people. Like even me as a marketer, I still hire other marketers. You feel me? Because I know what my specialty is. My specialty is search engine optimization. My specialty is link profiling. You know, but my thing is I might hire a content creator. You feel me? I might hire a video editor. Now I know how to do these things, but I hire people who do them better than me because this is what they do. You feel me? This is what they do. So I hire them to do that. Like if you might know something about search engine optimization and it's a little, but you have something that you feel is valuable, that's going to make you some money, hire the experts to take care of it for you. You feel me? Like Andre said earlier, you don't have to monetize everything.
Fact. Somebody you don't got to micromanage.
Right.
If you get micromanaged, then you shouldn't even hire them in the first place. If you got to oversee every little thing, they have to be congruent with your vision, meaning they have to understand where you're trying to go and know how to get you there without you driving. Period.
Bro, one of my clients, Dre, no joke, I used to try to call him and keep him updated with everything, bro. And this dude literally told me, look, no disrespect to you, Rob, but this is what I pay you for. You feel me? I don't need to know as long as I know it's getting done. For real. And
so that recently, and he's dope. Like it's actually him and her because they're a couple, but they beasts. All they do is litigate. Like nobody want to see me in court, bro. I got beasts, nigga. I got beasts. Like I'm not just saying that. I got beasts. Like fingers and you know what? Let's sue them again. We can come from this angle next time and hit them again until they fucking tap out, and we just put liens on all they shit. You know what I mean? But I told him like he was calling me to tell him this is the update. This is the update. I don't need. Just give me the major updates. Just give me the major point because I'm already busy.
Yeah, the stuff that you need me for.
I hired you. Like I already know you got this. You know what I mean? Like just tell me when the next major step is. I don't need no micro updates. You know what I mean? But that's when you hire somebody competent and capable, and that's key. Like you got to research the people you hire. I'm not just saying hire anybody, but once you vetted them out and you know they're competent, capable, and they're going to actually go out and implement what needs to be done. I mean that's so much more efficient. I know one person that does that well is Jeff Harrison of Titan Bullies. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't have the time. His wife and him run big businesses, like huge businesses. Like I know his wife's hair care does like $500 million a year. You know what I mean? So they're at a certain level, but he's still in the bullies. So he's got to the point where he has everything structured in a certain way that ain't gonna take up a hell of a time out of his day. But he had to structure that for it to work that way. Now he got that on autopilot. He could tap in when he need to, but then he can focus on his other things that he has going. Now, for somebody that is more major for them, like for him, this is not as a major deal as it might be to somebody that is actually trying to depend. Maybe this is a third of their income. You know what I mean? Now, if you're talking about that, then you want to be more hands-on, but still you want to be able to go hire people that's worth doing what you need done. Whether it's content creation, whether it's editing your YouTube video, you don't know how to create a thumbnail. There's people that do it for cheap, and they do it all day, every day, and they're gonna make it look right. So go ahead and make that thumbnail if you don't want to go get Photoshop.
Right.
And that's once again how we talked about Fiverr. You can get thumbnails on Fiverr done for like $5. You feel me? But see, like I said, people don't want to put in the money. I remember I did a live a little while ago, and I asked people, what do you think a good budget is for a marketing campaign? And people said $100. The majority of people said $100. You feel me? Listen, they're talking about hiring somebody, them creating these thumbnails, pushing the content out, ads. This isn't touching the surface.
Puppy sales, like my lowest puppies will go for $3,500, and then it goes up from there, right? So what I think of is on my lowest puppy sale, if I was to use all this money and it sold one puppy, then I got it back. So I'm gonna drop a lot bigger bag than most people. Like I will tell you, I spent over $5,000 on my new site that I'm having done right now. Well over 5,000, but I know what it's gonna do. When you see it and it's done, revisit this conversation. I know what it's gonna do. That's one puppy for me anyway. Boom. Why wouldn't I reinvest? I know the kennel setups I had.
Right, reinvesting back into it.
My setup, but I'm looking at that like I'm gonna recoup.
And not just that, but we're talking even if he decides to put in, let's just say that $3,500 just for an average marketing campaign. If he sells one of his first 2 picks, you feel me? He done doubled or tripled that money already. And he still grew.
And that's permanent.
Right.
That money, that's
got you. So definitely got to reinvest.
Yeah, and that's why we talk about. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, don't be scared to put it back into yourself. Don't be scared to put some money out. Like if you're really scared to spend, then this probably ain't for you. I ain't saying you got to go all out, but my best thing is putting money out. Like don't be scared to drop money on what you really believe in. Now, if you don't believe in it like that, you don't think you got it like that, then don't. Don't risk more than you could lose. But I've never been scared. I've never been scared of money. Never. Like I put 25,000 on top. People thought I was crazy. When I put 5,000, no, it was actually 3,000 on my first dog. My girl at the time thought I was crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
but that's because you're putting, listen, when you have people like, I'm going to tell you this, my failures at things that I've invested in, I've still made my money back. So for me, look, if it's 30 grand and I really feel like it's worth it, I'm in, because I know me and my track record is I'm at least going to make that back. You feel me?
That's one thing a lot of people think of hustling as selling dope. Now, I know that part of the hustle. I've done that a long time ago. But I can tell you this, that mentality, even though that part of the business left, the mentality never left of being forthright with my money. Like, I'm not scared. I'll drop money on a site. I'll drop money on a dog. I mean, a bag. I'm not scared to do it. Like, where people are like, are you going to spend that on the stud? You going to spend it on? Yes, I am. But I'm going to get it back, though. And I'm going to get it back time. But again, you got to put your money in acrobat class and let it keep flipping. Like, if you're scared to do that, then you probably shouldn't be in a heart. It's going to cost. Like, everything has a cost. Nobody's just doing this without putting money up. Everybody has invested. Now, you can invest smartly. You don't just blindly throw money at a situation. That's an idiot move. That's not what I'm suggesting at all.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
If you want smart money is what I'm trying to say. But you definitely shouldn't hesitate. And it might not be that much. It might be $5 for your thumbnail, and maybe you had to hire a content creator, editor, a YouTube editor, and he did $30 on this video for you. Are you going to make that back? Is it worth it to you? That's we talking about. Was that $40 right there to get a good YouTube video out? But now the quality of your YouTube video looks like $1 million to everybody that's watching. They're like, damn, that edit.
Yeah, but see, for that type of money, I just look for a little bit of growth. I don't look for any type of sales or anything. For that type of money, I look for a little bit of growth. But for me, it's like, I don't have to convince myself that marketing is important. I know it is. You feel me? You see people who have some shitty products that market the hell out of it, and that's the same in the marketing community. Would you rather have a good product and a shitty a bad product and a shitty marketer, or a good product and a good marketer? You feel me? Or I said that vice versa. I'm sorry, a good marketer and a bad product. If you have a good marketer, that bad product is still going to sell. It's still going to sell if you have a good marketer. It's still going to sell, period. But you could take a bad marketer and a good product and it won't go nowhere. You said what, Dre?
So people going to complain about it because one thing is like, okay, the ideal situation is good product, good marketing, right? That's the win-win, right? Now let's cut down to what we see a lot. Average product, great marketing. And a couple kennels jumped to mind when I say that. I said no names. But now, with that being said, I'm mad because I see a lot of people focus on them like, oh man, they doing X, Y, and Z kennel has great marketing and crappy dogs, but they making way more. He sold this puppy for this amount, and this puppy, I ain't gonna say no amounts because that's gonna give away what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But they start feeling a certain way. Why are you feeling a certain way? Study what that man did. And if he got a better product, go down that same path.
Yeah, but hey, like I told Daryl, everybody out here complaining about marketers. Oh, he's a used car salesman. He's a used car salesman. But all of y'all drive used fucking cars. You feel me? So be happy. You feel me?
My face right now and hear my voice right now. You are interested in marketing because you're on a marketing platform. Everybody marketing something. Some bitches is marketing their ass and tits. You know what I mean? Some people is marketing their dogs, but they ain't doing it that good, and they doing it with shitty pictures and not that great of video footage. But they still marketing. They just doing shitty marketing, and then they do shitty marketing and get mad.
Well, see, and that.
But you doing shitty marketing right now.
That's what was exactly
waiting for comments and like everybody else, but you ain't doing it on that level. So then it's like, oh fuck them because they just marketers. They use cart. Nah, man.
But see, that's like this.
Well, see, and that. Go ahead.
Even that's like this. Even with these lives that we're doing right now, I already told you, bro. You're doing shitty marketing when it comes to these lives. You should be scheduling these lives out early. We should be sharing these lives out early. We should be talking about these lives. You feel me? But Daryl, Daryl, tell me.
If he told me, if you were to structure this like, hey Dre, put this out in the group that we got this coming out this week. You mod 4 groups right now. You know what I mean? Go ahead and put these out in the groups. You know, throw this up, man. If you can throw it on your story, then you will have that much more people. But I'm not going to.
But I tell Daryl, I say, Daryl,
your vision.
See, I say, Daryl, hold on. I tell Daryl, I say, Daryl, did you schedule the live? Yeah. It's Friday at 2 in the afternoon. Daryl finally scheduled the
live. But you know what it is? What's funny about it is when I was
jump back one more time, and this is the last time I'm gonna do it. One thing good about YouTube that they've done recently is you can schedule your video premiere. You can schedule your video when you want it to premiere. And if you start learning the YouTube time, schedule it. So like I get my video ready now. My video that's coming out this weekend has been scheduled since Monday, right? So everybody can see that video coming up, but it ain't released till then. And I get likes, so I might have 30, 40 likes before the video even premieres.
Or so even, hey, hold on. Or even comments. You might have 100 comments before the video even dropped, just from people talking back and forth with each other.
Right. So I want to create that anticipation for what you're going to do. And if you don't create that anticipation, it's a missed goal. I do some instant premieres where I do it last minute. But
yeah, because it's funny, Dre, before you came on, that's the first thing I said that's very important about YouTube. There's different ways you can put your videos out there. You feel me? And there's even software out there that allows you to schedule your lives. You feel me? Like StreamYard being one of them. You feel me? And this gives you presence over any other video. Now, if it's optimized correctly, your keyword research was done correctly, and your link profiling is done correctly, when that live is done, it'll stay on that first page and move up to that first spot.
So now when it comes to YouTube, this isn't a hashtag situation. This is how you're wording your description and your topics, basically.
That's more hashtags.
Hashtags too.
Hashtags are like even on YouTube now they'll tell you like when you go to fill out your hashtags right now, I would say if these aren't included in the title and the description, it's going to be relevant, and if not, it's not going to be that big of a deal.
And even linking, and the crazy part is
to the way I want it every time. I'm not going to go off of that, but the title and the description is the most important part of being recognized.
And even linking if you want to link to other people's videos or link back to your other regular videos. You feel me? What YouTube's algorithm is
the schedule premiere. When you premiere your video, this is another dope feature YouTube got. Now I don't know what level you got to be at to do it, because you got to remember I have my channel for a long time, so the features I'm using might be only open to a certain tier. I don't know. So let me say that first. But what they allow you to do is, say I schedule a video that's showing Saturday. I can schedule 2 things. One, a trailer for a video for you to watch while you go there, while you wait for that premiere date to come. And 2, after you watch that video, I can make a redirect you to another video of mine automatically. You know what I'm saying?
Bam.
If you wait Friday, then you watch my video come out, then automatically it's going to see another one of my videos. I doubled up.
And not only that, but there's software out there too that does comparison. Like if you're scheduling a video, once you have all your search engine optimization done, keyword research done, you put it all up, you got your video scheduled. There's actually comparison software where if I want to say, okay, I'm doing something about XLs, I want to make sure my optimization is beating out Dre's. Not saying I'm going to rank higher than him because of that, because there's other factors, but I want to make sure my optimization is higher than his. There's software out there that will give you a score that you can put these links in, and it'll give you a score and tell you what you're missing, what he did, you know, where it's at and shit like that. You know, I am automation king, software king, bruh. But this is software gives you the information that you just can't find, that you just can't see. You feel me? It digs into the dashboard of your YouTubes and Instagrams and Facebook, and it gives you this information that you need to try to outrank. Now, shares, likes, views, that also plays a big part too. So just because my optimization might outdo his, you feel me, it's still, I'm not going to rank higher than him because he's probably going to get more views than me, more shares than me, more likes than me. And that's why I was telling you, Daryl, always take your last week's video and put it in the description of your Facebook lives, because now this is giving your YouTube video more shares.
Facts.
Got you.
But I'm about to wrap up, man.
Well,
I always give out more than I intend to. But
yeah, I want to thank you, brothers.
It is what it is.
I want to thank you guys for joining in on this. I think next week we're probably going to talk, you know, a little bit about websites. But definitely salute to both you brothers and the information that you guys have been given on this. I really do appreciate it. Because I'm now going back, you know what I mean, to the first ones and rewatching it, you know what I mean? It is a lot to learn. And even the people who are inboxing me, they're like, it's a lot to learn, you know. And I think what's dope about it is I don't know anything about it. So it enables me to hopefully ask some of the questions that I know other people may have, you know what I mean? And that they can grow and they can learn just as I'm growing and I'm learning. But again, you know,
everybody don't take this the wrong way. I don't act like I know everything. I'm learning more as I go every day. It's like the only stupid person is the one that knows everything, right? You know what I mean? So
yep.
I've even learned some shit from you within this series, Dre. I've learned I've learned a few things from you.
Vice versa, and vice versa. I'm always trying to learn every day. Like if you're not aspiring to learn something every day, you think you know everything, then you're the dumbest person in the world. But now I am giving y'all what has worked in real time for me. Everything I'm telling you is from experience. I didn't read it. I have read about it, but I'm saying that this is from firsthand experience, firsthand knowledge, firsthand implementation, things that I've done and that I'm doing. So if y'all use this, y'all get to start where we left off, and hopefully level up and take it to the next level. So, I mean, it's up to y'all to use the information we give.
There you go.
Well, hey, y'all salute from KTK Bullies, Robert McCormick, bruh. Dre, I'ma holla. Daryl, I'ma holla. Everybody that's watching, man, salute. Y'all tune in next week.
Because there's some conversation I want to have off, you know what I mean? Off the book.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. For sure. So, all right, fellas, thanks for joining in. Everybody else, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you go back and watch it. Get your pens and papers out. And we are out.
I'm out.